afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, today we're going to be talking about my Harbor Freight 20-ton press. I've had this for just under a year now, and I've had so many people, my viewers in the comment section, request video on this, request to see some of the things that I've done to modify my press. And the reason why I haven't done any videos on this is because there's so many of them out there. It just seems like there's hundreds of videos on the Harbor Freight 20-ton press. But I just didn't want to be another one of those videos. But all you guys, or a lot of you guys, are really wanting to see this press, the modifications that I've done. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring you in. We're going to talk about the things I've done, the costs that I acquired to get it to where it is, and the functionality that I use it for. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here we are. So the first thing we want to talk about is the 20-ton press itself. Got this at Harbor Freight. They also have it available in 12 tons as well as the 20 tons. It comes with a manual bottle jack, 20 tons, and this whole package is about $185. At least that's what I paid for it. You might be able to. I don't shop at Harbor Freight all the time, but they do have some pretty good value on some things, and I believe this is one of them. So I paid $185 for this. You could get maybe a discount if you're a member over there. I think they offer days of discounts or 20% or whatever. You might be able to get a little bit cheaper. I paid $185 for it. I instantly, the same day, upgraded the 20-ton manual jack to the 20-ton air hydraulic bottle jack. This upgrade was about $120. So $185 for the press, $120 for this. This is, I just simply hooked my air supply to it right here, and then I'm able to operate it by the switch right here instead of all manually cranking all the time. So I initially bought this thing for helping in the fabrication with my torch lead holders. There's a lot of bending stuff that goes on with those, and so that was the initial reason why I purchased this thing. So I knew buying the press that I would also need a brake to go along with it. And Swag Off-Road offers up several different options specifically for the Harbor Freight 20-ton and 12-ton press. This is the option that I chose. It's the perfect scenario. For what I use it for anyway. They sell it to you in a couple of different ways. You can either buy it completed, assembled, or do it yourself, and a little bit of welding is required. Well, of course, that's the route I wanted to go because I enjoy welding. So I had it shipped out in pieces. I assembled it myself. I paid $280 roughly for this brake right here. So in combination of the air hydraulic, the press, and the Swag Off-Road, you know, it's a substantial investment. You know, I'm in it for about 800 bucks. Doesn't mean that you need to do that, but that's the way it worked out for me. So also, a couple of things. When it comes to you, just with a piece of, I want to say, 3-inch angle iron. Well, I've got a series of angle iron in here that sits inside that's 2-inch, 1 3/4 inch, 1.5 inch, and they're all stacked in here, and I use them for smaller parts, you know, for doing a lot of smaller parts. My torch lead holders are small. I like to get in there and be able to manipulate and do that. Couldn't do that with just this big 3-inch angle. So that was the other modification that I did. I currently have the last leg of the finger in the brake taken out. The reason why I've got that out is so I can easily get my parts in and out, smaller parts that is, in and out, so it's easier to work that way. The other thing is, a couple of things that I don't like about it is it's low to the ground. So I'm actually sitting on a stool. This is the way I've got it currently set up. Now, a better way for me, eventually I'm probably going to do it, is be able to stand to get it up so I don't have to sit down all the time. I like to get it up in the area that I can actually be comfortable working. So that's the other thing. The other thing, one other thing too, is I've got it at the highest possible mount, and that's still not high enough to get this up to where I need to work with this right here. So I actually added a piece of, this is 3-inch by 8-inch wide by 21-inch long aluminum block. Now, you don't have to do that. This happens to be at my metal supply store. It was the absolute perfect size. I paid a lot of money for this piece of aluminum, but it was perfect. It fits in there and it really does a good job. you could build something out of metal, or I don't know, maybe, I don't even know, wood might even be an option in there or something, I don't know. This worked out really good for me. So there it is. These are the modifications that I did to my Harbor Freight 20-ton press, and works really good. And not only do I use it for the fabrication of my torch lead holders, but I use it for tons of different things. You know, it's just something in the shop that that you think you'd never use, but you end up using all the time. Anyways, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please do so. That really help out the channel a lot. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's where you're going to see the day-to-day activities that doesn't really get to the channel, and it's a lot of interesting things that happen here in the shop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next week.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.